What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wildcard Sports, and welcome to another video of my predictions going over each division in the NFL. I've done all the other divisions in the NFC. Now we're on to the AFC. So subscribe, and so you can see all my other videos for each division. Today's video, we're going to go over the worst case scenario and the best case scenario for each team: the Dolphins, Bills, Patriots, and the Jets. So let's just get right into it and go right into the Dolphins schedule and look at best case scenario here. So they're going to start off the season here against the Jaguars, Battle of Florida here. And Dolphins at home, I do think they win this game, take it 1-0 or 1-0 going into the season. Then we got the Bills, second game of the season, division game. It's going to be very tough, but let's say best case scenario, Dolphins win it. So that's 2-0. They go on the road against the Seahawks. I definitely think the Dolphins can beat the Seahawks, 3-0. Go against the Titans. That could be 4-0. And going against the Patriots, division game, could be 5-0. But will the Dolphins start out the season 5-0? I don't see that happening. I see one loss somewhere in there. So we're going to say they're starting off the season 4-1 after the Patriots game. So we go in the Colts. They win again against on the road against Colts. So 5 wins. Beat the Cardinals. 6 wins. In Buffalo, that's a loss. The Rams could definitely beat the Dolphins, but best case scenario, let's go 7 wins here. Beat the Raiders 8. Beat the Patriots 9. Lose against the Packers. Beat the Jets at home. That's 10 wins. Lose against the Texans. Lose against the Niners. I know the Dolphins are at home, but lose against the Niners. So it's still 10 wins. Let's say they beat the Browns on the road, so 11. And then Jets. If the Jets are very healthy by the last game of the season, I will be shocked if Aaron Rodgers is playing. Maybe they'll already have a playoff spot locked up and Aaron Rodgers could rest last game of the season. I seriously doubt it. But let's just give the Dolphins a win here. So let's recap it really quick. Just count the wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I said they get 1 loss there, so that's 4 wins total. 5 wins, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. So, yeah, I would say best case scenario I have for the Dolphins, 11 wins. I know Dolphin fans and some other fans are going to be like, no, we're definitely getting 12, 13 wins here this season. But I see 11-6, still a great record, still can make the playoffs or even win the division with an 11-6 record. Worst case scenario here, not going to be much worse, but I still think they go 4-1 to start off the season. Maybe 4-2 if they lose against the Jags and the Bills, but I just don't see that happening. They could lose to the Seahawks on the road. Seahawks, it's a tough environment on the road. It gets very loud there. Seahawks can definitely get that upset. But let's just still say they have 4 wins. Let's count it again. 1. Worst case scenario, they lose against the Bills at home. So 1 win. Let's say they lose against the Seahawks. Beat the Titans 2 wins. Beat the Patriots 3. Beat the Colts 4. Beat the Cardinals 5. Beat the Raiders 6. Beat the Patriots 7. Beat the Jets 8. Let's just say in this case, in this scenario, they do beat the Niners. We'll give them 9 wins. And they'll win either against the Browns or the Jets. So 10 wins. I still, it's not, I mean, their floor is 10 wins, which is great. I don't see them doing worse than that. Sure, if Tua doesn't stay healthy, then that can definitely happen. And that's something you got to worry about. But Dolphins should have a solid season this year. Let's see what they do in the playoffs. Hopefully they don't choke again, but, they could definitely win the division. Moving on to the Patriots. Patriots don't think they're going to get better. That's for sure. Looking at their schedule, they have a tough one opening up against the Bengals. This is best case scenario, but I still don't see them winning. So losing there, say the Seahawks could definitely beat them, but let's just say the Patriots win that one. So that's 1 win. Lose against the Jets, lose against the Niners. let's say in this case, just because it's a division game, let's just say the Patriots win against the Dolphins. So that's 2 wins. Lose against the Texans. Lose against the Jags. Let's say they beat the Jets in a division game. So that's 3 wins. Let's say they beat the Titans 4. Don't see them beating the Bears or the Rams. Let's say they beat the Colts 5. We'll give them a win against the Cardinals, even though I don't think so. That's 6. Lose against the Bills. Let's say they beat the Chargers, 7 wins. And then I don't see the Bills losing. But let's say the Bills are resting players very end of the season. Patriots need a win, so we'll give them 9 wins as their best case scenario. Definitely don't see that happening. I'm sure people are going to be like, what? The Patriots getting 9 wins? Yeah, right. Trust me, I know. But this is best case scenario. If everything goes well for the Patriots, Bill Belichick's gone. Maybe things will, less pressures on them. I don't know. But 9-8, best case scenario. Looking at worst case scenario, though, could be pretty bad. So lose against the Bengals. Let's say they lose against the Seahawks, lose against the Jets, lose against the Niners, lose against the Dolphins, then Texans. They could start off the season 0-4. Lose against the Jags. Let's say they beat the Jets there, so 1 win finally in October. Let's say they beat the Rams. I doubt it, though. So 2 wins. Beat the Colts 3. Let's say they beat the Cardinals. Probably won't happen, but 4. Beat the Chargers 5. Yeah, worst case scenario, 5 wins. 5 and what? 12? So sure, they could do worse than that. 3 to 4 wins, but I don't know. I think Patriots will find ways to win. They'll probably be right in the middle there. They'll probably get like 7 wins on the season. Still not great, but that's where I see the Patriots at. Let me know in the comments, though, what you guys agree with, disagree with, and put your predictions in the chat or in the comments. So moving on to the Buffalo Bills. I feel like the Bills will do a little worse this season, but, they're still a decent, solid team. Looking at their schedule, though, easy game against the Cardinals, open up the season. Should be an easy game, so that's a win. Let's say they lose on the road against the Dolphins. Split them. I say they split with the Dolphins, even best case scenario. So that's 1. Beat the Jags 2. Lose against the Ravens. Ooh, man, they got Ravens and Texans back to back. Let's say they lose against the Texans. Let's say they win both against the Jets. So that's 3 wins. Beat the Titans 4. Let's say they beat the Seahawks 5. Beat the Dolphins 6. Beat the Colts 7. Let's say they beat the Chiefs in this case. So that's 8. Best case scenario, let's say they beat the Niners 9. Let's see. I say they beat the Rams 10. Lose against the Lions. Beat the Patriots 11. Beat the Jets 12. And they should beat the Patriots on the road if they are fighting for a spot. So that's 13 wins. That could win them the division. But that's best case scenario. If everything goes right, if Josh Allen's playing great, still 13-4, which would win the division probably. But let's look at their worst case scenario. Worst case, they still beat the Cardinals, lose against the Dolphins, should beat the Jags, so that's 2 wins. Lose against the Ravens, lose against the Texans. Let's say they lose this game against the Jets, beat the Titans 3, lose against the Seahawks, beat the Dolphins 4 wins, beat the Colts 5, lose against the Chiefs, lose against the Niners, beat the Rams 6, lose against the Lions, beat the Patriots 7, beat the Jets 8, and beat the Patriots 9. So, yeah, worst case scenario, 9 wins, which that would not be good for Buffalo fans. 9-8, that probably will not get you into the playoffs, even in a wild card spot. So they're not going to be like horrible. They will have an over 500 record, I believe, but 9-8, worst case. So let's look at the Jets, guys. Will Aaron Rodgers stay healthy? I don't get why they're always in the running for Super Bowl. I know just because it's Aaron Rodgers, but dude, he's not. I just don't see him playing all 17 games. One, I'm sure he'll be out for a few of them, but he has to stay healthy. going into the playoffs. He has to get them to the playoffs. So we will see what happens here. Jets start off the season on the road, Monday Night Football against the 49ers. Best case scenario, I still think this is a loss because it's a tough one. So Niners win that one. Let's say the Jets beat the Titans, that's 1 win, beat the Patriots 2, beat the Broncos 3, beat the Vikings on the road 4. In a best case scenario, let's say they split with the Bills, so 5 wins. I say they still lose against the Steelers. Let's say they beat the Patriots twice, so 6 wins. Best case, beat the Texans 7, but I really don't see that happening. But let's say best case, 7 wins. Beat the Cardinals 8, beat the Colts 9. Let's see, beat the Seahawks 10. Don't see that happening. Lose against the Dolphins, lose against the Jags. Let's say they beat the Rams 11, lose against the Bills on the road, and then beat the Dolphins 12 wins. And that's if everything goes right. Whoops. I just don't see the Jets getting 12 wins. Whoops. 12-5. But I'm curious what you guys think about the Jets. How good are they going to be? Let me know your guys' record prediction on the Jets. Best case scenario. When you look at it overall, we have the Bills winning it in the best case scenario, but it's going to be a battle between Dolphins, Bills, Jets, obviously. But really, it's probably going to be a battle with the Dolphins and Bills, because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is staying healthy. Worst case scenario for the Jets. Let's look at it. Still lose against the Niners for sure. They should beat the Titans, so that's 1. Beat the Patriots 2 wins. Beat the Broncos 3. Let's say they lose against the Vikings on the road because they're playing overseas, 6:30 a.m. game, at least our time. So let's say they lose. So that's we got 3 wins so far. Let's say they get swept by the Bills. Lose against the Steelers. Lose against the Patriots on the road. Lose against the Texans. Beat the Cardinals, so that's 4. Beat the Colts 5. Maybe beat the Seahawks 6. Lose against the Dolphins. Lose against the Jags. Lose against the Rams. Lose against the Bills. And maybe beat the Dolphins. So 7 wins. Worst case scenario for the Jets. Jets fans would definitely not want that to happen. But realistically, I think the New York Jets will get anywhere from 8 to like 11 wins. But 11's on the high end. I know I have them best case scenario at 12 wins. I just can't see it happening. I don't see Aaron Rodgers staying healthy all season. And if he's gone, the Jets are screwed. So these are my predictions on the AFC East. Let me know your guys's. I know you guys aren't going to agree with me on most of these, maybe all of them, maybe some of them, but let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for the next videos of all the divisions. So catch you on the next one. You guys have a great day. Peace.